Hi guys, welcome back. This is Tarun again, back with another fitness video. So guys, thank you for dropping your questions. I get so many questions from each one of you, your fitness queries, your suggestions, your compliments, and obviously there are some naysayers which talk crap about it, which I'm happy to ignore. So keeping that in mind, guys, I will be starting a weekly live feed series, wherein we'll be chit chatting, on Sunday 12 p.m. IST Indian time. What you can do is, you under the hashtag Ask Tarun Gill, you can put up all your questions on Twitter, so that it gives me an opportunity under one roof to address all those questions every Sunday, guys. Because what would happen is, if I get too many questions from you on different platforms, say Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, at times I miss out on few of them which I don't really like and which I really don't even want. So what you may want to do now is, under the hashtag Ask Tarun Gill, you can just tweet your questions to me, and probably I'll have a note of it, and I'll address and answer all those questions every Sunday 12 p.m. via my live feed. So this is more of a Q&A session wherein I get to talk to you without any formal agenda, just addressing your questions. Now coming back to the topic for today, what exactly are we talking about today, guys? So I get many questions from you, asking me that what is the right time to work out, should I work out in the morning, should I work out in the evening, and I've done multiple videos on it, but again, people sometimes feel that that information maybe it's not enough, maybe I should do some more videos. There is exactly more an extension to that, which I'm going to be doing here, and helping you how you can decide if whether it's a morning workout you should do or an evening workout. So first, let's understand, guys, it doesn't matter if it's a morning workout or an evening workout, so long you exercise. That's the first step, guys, and I'll share my experience with you, what has worked for me. I'm a morning person, though I usually have a tough time waking up in the morning, but I try to make an effort to wake up in the morning, depending on your schedule, and try to work out on an empty stomach, guys, because I'm an endomorph, and I have a tendency to put on fat, and I've shared this in pretty much every video of mine, that how difficult it, how I've always been struggling to lose my fat, especially my chest fat, and this is exactly what I want to share with you all, guys, that you really don't have to be ashamed of any fat, because we all have some weaknesses, we all have some strengths. I'm happy to acknowledge my weakness, which is chest fat, but hey, I'm not going to give up, and I'm consistently trying to fix it till the time I can. And so that's my message to you also, guys. You don't have to be ashamed of it. If somebody's looking at it, big deal, just don't give a shit about it, just don't give a crap about it. Coming back to the routine, so because I like to work out in the morning for a simple fact, because obviously I'm depleted, I haven't had anything from about 6 to 8 hours of my sleep, so it gives me that opportunity to train on an empty stomach. Now there are different school of thoughts, because internet is a confusing world out there, man. Some school, some videos and some information will tell you that you should train on an empty stomach, and then there'll be some school of thought which will say, hey, you should never train on an empty stomach. It's pretty much the same whether you have something to eat or if you don't have anything to eat, it's pretty much the same thing. But here's, guys, that is exactly what the intent of the channel is. I share my experience with you, my Indian experience and perspective with you, so that you make an informed decision. Now, because it's morning for me, what I do is, on an empty stomach, I try to train. Now, this is, again, if you're following my transformation, if you're following my channel, I've always talked about how important it is to have a mind to muscle connection, how important it is for you to connect your mind to the muscle, and probably condition your mind for any transformation, for any workout. So that is exactly what I do in the morning. I know some of you can't train, and then probably tell me that, Tarun, I have no energy in the morning to exercise, so how do I do that? So guys, this is exactly where your willpower, your sheer dedication comes into play. Initially it will be tough for you, where you're pushing yourself to train yourself in the morning on an empty stomach. But hey, if you really want to eat something, if your goal is to maximize fat loss, I would encourage you to do it on an empty stomach. Probably you can just gulp your BCAAs only if you have the money. You can do that, or you can just probably take a caffeine, probably like your cup of coffee, and then do it. Or if you have little extra money, which is exactly what I've been doing these days, is to have like a pre-workout, probably at half an hour before my workout, just to give me that extra push in the gym. So now, if what I do in the morning is that I try to train with weights, And obviously, because my focus is primarily pretty much all this while has been on minimizing my chest fat and making my body a little more proportionate, so that I can look symmetrical and aesthetic at the same time. I'm pretty sure you would also have the same goal in mind. So for you, what you really need to do is you got to lift heavy. People make this mistake that because they feel that because they were trying to cut down or they're trying to lower body fat, they make that mistake of maximizing their repetition, which is not the idea, guys. You have to lift heavy, and I've stressed this many a time that the more weight you lift, the heavier you lift, which is somewhere between 70 to 80% of your one rep max. You will be burning more calories. Heavier weight will make you burn more calories. You really don't have to do too much of cardio, and I've talked about that as well. Now, after my weight training session, which is not volume based, I pretty much do 4 to 6 exercises per body part, and I try to do two body parts in the morning. It could be chest or tricep, or back bicep, or just legs, or it could just be shoulders and arms. So this is something that I follow a split routine. But split routine is something that you can decide whichever one you like to follow. Again, it's a matter of your convenience, whichever one you feel comfortable, and your weak area. You've got to train on your weak area first, guys. Let's say this is the start of the week. What we typically tend to do is we tend to strengthen our already strengthened area, and I've talked about it in my many videos again that how important for it is to bring your lagging part and make it your stronger body part. So my lagging body part, I know it's chest, so I lay more emphasis on chest by training in the morning, because I'm focused. I can actually use all my energy there rather than if I were to train in the evening. Now let's talk about the evening workout. Now the reason why I don't like to train in the evening is because obviously if I've had a long day at work, or if I'm too tired, obviously chances of me focusing are a little lesser. I'm not as focused as I am in the morning, though my energy level is high. But I really can't train in the evening, but that's just me. But I've also seen a lot of people, they train in the evening after a hard day's work, simply because it kind of de-stresses them. You can take a call on it, whether you want to train in the morning or you can train in the evening. But evening workouts could be pretty much the same as your morning workouts, if your goal is to pack on strength and pack on muscles, guys. What I typically do is, I always break a monotony and break the pattern. Like if I'm training too much in the morning, my body gets accustomed to it, get acclimatized to it. So what I do is I break that monotony. You know what, I'm not going to train in the morning now because my body is used to it. I'm not getting any results. Let's cut the crap and start training in the evening. So then I follow an evening routine split, same split but in the evening. But this time obviously I've eaten, and I've eaten enough for me to give me that sustained energy. Obviously, but what I've realized with my own body type that I look a lot more stronger, I look a lot more muscular, but my body fat is pretty much the same. That's why maybe it could be psychological also, but the numbers say something else, because I do measure my body fat every week. If I were to train in the morning, my body fat levels do tend to come down because of this whole depletion phase of in the fasting in the night, 6 to 8 hours of sleep. So that is exactly my point to you guys. You decide whether you want to train in the morning or you want to train in the evening, depending on your convenience, depending on your goal. There is no hard and fast rule what will bring about results, so long you train. So I hope this answers your questions, and I hope you sincerely follow a training program regardless of any timing. Any one of you who have any questions around it, feel free to reach out to me either on my Facebook, Instagram, or on YouTube. And remember, guys, I'm starting this weekly Q&A series, wherein under the hashtag Ask Tarun Gill, you can ask me any question, and I shall be answering all those questions without any other agenda. So until we meet again, peace.